Hey guys, I'm back again for another part of my Ocarina of Time walkthrough. So in the last part, we got here to Goron City, got this heat-resistant tunic, and learned about Volvagia, the Goron murderer. So in this part, we're going to do what we need to do next, which is, by that little thing, you can tell that I'm the most specific person ever. And here's a gold Skulltula, very helpful for me. That was a very strange angle. Clearly the hookshot didn't touch it, but somehow it counted. It brings our Skulltula count up to 17, I believe. So you're going to want to go here to Darunia's room. I actually got stuck on this the first time I played the game. I couldn't figure out where to go. It isn't too obvious, like, where you have to go. So pull back this thing and grab the statue in a very wrong looking place and enter right here, which in this place is one of my more favorite areas in the game, which is known as the Death Mountain Crater. And this place is hot. Very hot. That is what this tunic is for. Because if you are not wearing this tunic, you will slowly die. Well, I mean, there'll be a timer. If you go past that time, then the time runs out and you're dead. So, what you need to do here is get out your hookshot and hookshot this piece of wood. I said hookshot this piece of wood, not hookshot nothing. And she gets here again, so I will shut up. Only then did Link realize that Sheik's fire burned the bridge. Then Link died. The end. Or at least that's what it should be. So, now that we've learned one of the easiest songs in the game to remember, we're gonna head in here. I always risk hurting myself for hearing that awesome yell. Link has the most awesome yells ever. So here we are in the Fire Temple. Yet another dungeon, like 2 episodes after we finished the last one. So this place is one of my more favorite dungeons in the game, as well as the Forest Temple was, but... And it's this guy again. Where is it? So I'm guessing that behind our backs, Daruni has somehow body slammed that lock, unlocked it, went in, and used his magical Goron powers to put it back together. That is my very realistic theory of what just happened. Anyway, we're gonna have to be rescuing some Gorons here in this dungeon. Another dungeon mechanic that involves rescuing people like the Twilight Princess Forest Temple. And we get a key every time we find a Goron. It's always gonna be a key. And you always listen to pointless junk from the Gorons that you really don't need to listen to. The Gorons don't tell you anything I won't tell you, so yeah, you don't need to listen to them. And now that we got this key, there's really nothing too important over on that side. But there is on this side. Use your awesome key of awesomeness, and I say awesome a lot. And now there's going to be stuff you're going to want to take care of on the left and the right. I prefer to just take care of the left first because it's closer. And with the Goron tunic, you can walk in lava for a few seconds, which is pretty awesome. And you got two doors here. One on top, one on bottom. This one gives you another Goron, and another Goron equals another key, as I mentioned like 5 seconds ago. Don't press the B button. You know, probably, I'm guessing you don't need to talk to the Gorons. You can just get on with your lives. I'll try that next time I find a Goron. So, yeah, now that we've taken care of that, you can see a time block up here. So, time blocks equal time song. Brings that down there. And I don't think there's a key up here, but there is a gold skulltula, so I'm gonna want to grab that. And some of these things. Honestly, shields are for people who are too careful. Running around is for awesome people. And do not let this thing eat you. And don't let it suck you in. Because if it swallows and digests your Goron tunic, you're gonna have to buy another one, and it costs 200 rupees, so yeah, you don't want to have to do that. I had 200 rupees, but still, I don't want to have to replace my Goron tunic. Never had to, and hopefully I never will have to. So that should be Skulltula token number 18, I believe. This thing's moving. Catch its pattern, I guess. I know a better word to use. And there's a ton of fire enemies, and that platform just happened to move away at the most convenient time possible. And now we can get up here. And now, you can see this looks all suspicious. And it sounds different. Don't pull out your ocarina. It sounds a little different when you slash it than a normal wall does, so that means bombs, logically. Yet another one of my stupid CDI references. And another Goron, another key, and another chance to skip what the Goron has to say. And do not talk to him by accident after I finish saying that we're gonna avoid talking to him. So that's the most working against what you want to do thing that can happen. My vocabulary is not very prepared today. Another key, as I said, and get out of this door. Got 2 keys now. So So yeah, the lava hurts you after you've been in it for a few seconds. And I wasn't as successful there as I hoped I would be. This thing brings you up here, which has no apparent use. Climb up here, don't almost fall off. Technically that's very thin, so you're always almost falling off. But go through here using one of your keys. There's your hookshot. Card. There. And I'm a bit concerned because I'm out of bombs, and you'll be needing some for the remainder of this dungeon. But I'm pretty sure I'll be getting some soon. There we go. Killing something is always my goal. Yeah, if there's something in front of me, I have to kill it. It's common Zelda logic. See something, kill it. Don't see something, kill it anyway. I don't know how that was supposed to make sense. Use this to shoot you up here. And another locked door. And a green room. Another Goron, we can't do anything about him, so he's just gonna have to stay there and suck it up with the pain of having to be captured, which is probably more boring than painful, but probably nothing to do, so got these guys. I cannot pull off the quick spins I was hoping for. These things almost always give you magic, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna climb over here. Pull this over here. And there's a puzzle coming up in like 2 seconds that I will need bombs for. And not having bombs is so helpful. Or do I? No, I do not. Bombs are always the thing you need. Unless, I've wondered, can you actually trick this out with your hookshot? Apparently, yes, you can. But it's going to be a lot harder if you're using your hookshot for this. You've got to be very quick. At least you don't need bombs. And hopefully the fire won't come back up when you're down there. There's some other puzzles in this dungeon that hookshot don't cut it, you need bombs. And as I mentioned before, not having any is so helpful. And as you can see, this room is a maze. And I'm not making a pun in saying it's amazing. It's just a maze. So, I will continue to get beaten by rocks. Well, hopefully not. I might actually end this video in a minute, because, yeah, it's pretty good progress. And I want this walkthrough to be fairly long, I know I can't make it as long as the Twilight Princess walkthrough, but still, I can make it fairly long. Yeah, that's all my vocabulary can give me today. There should be another Goron here. Or maybe not. Yes, this wall is bombable, but all it's behind there is Gold Skulltula, so I will not need it. And with about 15 minutes, I will end this video off now, as I just said I would, so I will see you guys in the next episode.